If it hurts, game breaks, we'll get you, know let us put on more steam. Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our lead, our ball game. All obstacles, block, cut, sides, 2 games after this win ends. First year game, we're here for the first May. Can everybody keep it there for 6 minutes?
Rocky Top, you'll always be.
Who got my back?
I got your back.
Who got my back?
I got your back.
Who got my back?
I got your back.
We play for another. We fight for another. Every fight, every play, every round. Hey, Tennessee on 2. 1, 2.
Tennessee.
Ball, that team ready.
Ready.
Ball, that team ready.
Ready.
Ball, that team ready.
Mark Stoops is 2-9 against this team, and to walk around this place before the game, I was disgusted. The smugness of those guys just walking around like, we're going to walk in here, we're going to kick your ass, and you can't do anything about it. And it made me sick. And you know what? They did it. They still did it. What the hell can we not? Can we just beat this team? I know that Mark Stoops has done a lot of good things. This is his one really bad thing. The stupid stat about beating teams with a winning record and taking the next step and blah, blah. Just freaking beat Tennessee. Please, can we just stop losing to this stupid team with their stupid orange colors, their stupid...
Doesn't have to be perfect, ain't gonna be perfect. We go compete for 60 freaking minutes. All right, enjoy the opportunity, enjoy the environment, and then go play our butts off, play for one another, and have a hell of a lot of fun. Everybody got me? All right.
As much as you want.
I might start a riot. Opposite of quiet.
You can't escape.
Target, then you fire it. Along the siren. Try it.
Trust me, you can try, but it's too late. We are dark mode.
I don't buy it. I just go inside the zone. I free 99 it. Hold your baby mama. Yep, I 99 it.
We are kneeling at night.
I'ma start a riot. Opposite of quiet. Camouflage my diamond. Along the sirens.
Good luck.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here.
Another shot, she'll love me again. Run that back, turbo. Make it a double.
Whiskey, whiskey, won't you go away? Come again some other day. Cause a memory came out to play, and I'm tired of it, tired of it. I don't wanna wonder where she been.
Where she at?
She was here, now she gone again. Now it's me and all my whiskey friends, and I'm tired of it, tired of it.
Yeah, dark brown skin, caught eye contact while walking in. Perfect timing, get beside me, now we locking in. She like, tell me how you want it, on the rocks again. Little salt around the rim, feel to the top again. Fell back, now I'm back in it. Deal shots got me sending. Big rapper DJ ain't skinny, playing Richard Mille square business. See me in the club, two-stepping, diamonds round my neck, square dancing. You done made a gangster romantic, fiending for your love, I'm an addict. So addicted, ain't no we can do about it. Country motherfucker, I say what's up, she say howdy. Call you my little cowgirl, how you ride it like a stallion. Don't know why I love it, can't get tired of it. I'm on you bad.
Whiskey, whiskey, won't you go away? Come again some other day. Cause a memory came out to play, and I'm tired of it, tired of it. I don't wanna wonder where she been.
Where she at?
She was here, now she gone again. Now it's me and all my whiskey friends, and I'm tired of it, tired of it. Put you up and hide you on the shelf, I swear I'm through with you. You so hard to leave it alone, it's always something new with you. Ain't nowhere to get her gone, gone, gone. So I guess I'm gonna tie one on. She's so cold I had to go and pour you over.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. He's Coach Jay. It is game day. It is game night. It's game evening. It is dark mode. We are Venom. We are Venom, man. Are you a comic book nerd? Surely, if you were a comic book nerd, I would
sure,
know
of
it.
course.
You
I
digging
am.
the Venom thing? You digging the
I
Venom
am.
thing?
I dig the Venom thing. I definitely dig the Venom thing. Big comic book guy. I love the Spawn series growing up. I think I still own every original Spawn in the original jacket. So,
Dude, those
yeah,
old
heck
school
yeah.
Spawns are worth. They got to be worth money.
Yeah, I believe the one worth the most money is the number 4 with the special coupon and the introduction of Pitt. I believe that one is
Del
worth the
Keown. Del
most.
Keown is the man. Yeah, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network, where we're going to talk about comic books on game day. Look, man, we've been looking for Nico. We've been trying to find Nico. So I'm throwing everything at the wall to see if it sticks or not. We're repping the Nico hat. We're repping the Nico jersey. And then if he goes out and he does what we think he can do, I'm taking all the credit. I'm taking every bit of the credit. Is this Nico's coming out party? I don't even know if that's fair to say. I think the Iowa game was probably his coming out party. The early games against inferior competition, but an SEC game at night, is this his coming out party?
Yeah, I think Nico can get hot again. I feel like Nico, I think I said it early in the season, and it was true early in the season. He hadn't put it together quite in front of the big competition, but Nico has those moments where he gets hot. It's why he put teams away super early in the games. He needs to get that figured out, go out there, catch fire early, put 4 or 5 touchdowns on them, and make this thing over before it began. But yeah. Look, I'm not going to sit here and complain too much about 6-1, right? I'm not going to complain too much about beating Florida, beating Alabama, having a bowl MVP trophy. It's like sitting around complaining about Nico. Yeah, you can sit around complain that a freshman had bumps and bruises on the way and learning opportunities, but I thought it would be better than what it has been, but I don't think anyone thought he would just play this year, immediately have zero learning, to do out there.
I think it was Will actually in the chat that made a comment about it, something about our offense being terrible. And it made me laugh because it's like you said, we're 6-1. We are 6-1 with a real legit shot. I mean, look at Georgia. Florida is doing everything they can to throw this stupid game away against Georgia, but they still have a chance to beat the Bulldogs, put 2 losses on them. Tennessee has a shot at an SEC championship. Let me catch up with you guys in the chat. Alex Gibson drops a $5 super chat. Nothing to say. He just said, Boogie, I want to hear Morgan Wallen. And I've started just playing the Tennessee hype video. That gets us demonetized too, but you guys want to hear Morgan Wallen. You guys want to see the hype video. We'll do it. And that's what Alex Gibson did. He said, I want to see it, Boogie. Here's a $5 super chat. Paul Lindsay for 10 says, GBO, get it done, balls. We got a goods opportunity here. 1 game at a time. Big Trey for 2 says, Dorfy, balls 60, Cats 10. I really think we could see a blowout today. I do. Ron the Don for 10 says, let's go, Dorfy. And Baby Daddy vouches it's our time to be that man. Yes, sir. Dark mode for the victories. It's going to be Nico-licious. Tasty. Boogie and family. Let's go. Ron bringing the energy on this evening. Dim Barnyard Build's been a member for 18 months. Y'all, I actually believe we will beat Georgia this year. They don't look too good today. Carson Beck, 3 interceptions? Could have had 4. Had a tip ball a little bit earlier, but Florida driving now. Got 11:30 to go.
Yeah, tough break for them losing Lagway like they did. Kid had kind of, I wouldn't say he'd been playing on fire in that game, but he was playing serviceable. We'll put it that way. Playing well enough to put Florida in a position to win. Although it's interesting, right? Because football, how it is, you ask a Florida fan about it, they would probably, because me being me, I troll everyone's chats. Florida fans were in there complaining, what's wrong with Lagway? We only have 7 points with Lagway in there. Yeah, he had the 1 good pass, but everything else has been crap. And it's like, dude, give the kid a chance now. Give the kid a chance.
Everybody wants instant gratification. It's college football. It's fire this guy, bench that guy. Nobody wants to give their guy time, and it's worse when it's your team, right? It feels like every freaking series matters, and you just got, man. It's a 60-minute game. It is a 60-minute game. The link is out for Talkin VAWLS Elite and higher. Epic Nord becomes a member of the channel. Shout out Epic Nord. We appreciate that. Bleed Orange for 10 says, let's freaking go, Dorothy. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Vols. Vols by 50. What up, Boogie and Coach Jay? Let's get hype. Love this dang channel. We love you, Bleed Orange. We appreciate the super chat. Good old Nate Pruitt for 10. Charge Boogie. Howdy, Coach Jay. Howdy, Vols fam. Dark mode activated with some scary Rocky Top. God bless. And go Vols. Good old Nate Pruitt. We appreciate you. He's going to be joining us for the post-game show. Tyler Adams, been a member for 19 months, says GBO, win the day. David Burgess for 26 months. We appreciate you. Little Spooky for 2. What's freaking good? Vols. That's who made that
Georgia video.
I mean, since Georgia is struggling right now, I know they got the lead, but they're struggling. Retro was in here panicking, ready to bench everybody. Well, Cam, if you're in Athens and you're listening to the show, I'm going to need you to roll your window down real quick. Roll that window. I'm assuming he's got a man. It's how old we are. He's manly cranking that window down. All right, now you've had time to roll that window down. Now I need you to crank the volume as loud as it possible. As loud as it will possibly go. I mean, I want you to blow the doors off of somebody. As loud as it'll go. No, there are no good Georgia fans. Eric, terrible, ugly, disgusting. I think they're all terrible, ugly, disgusting. I don't believe there are good people that pull for Georgia. No, there are no good Georgia fans. There are none. I think they're all terrible, ugly, disgusting human beings. Terrible, ugly, disgusting. Shout out Little Spooky, man. I love that he made that clip.
That's awesome.
But if you're going to make clips, try to use music that doesn't get us demonetized. Although we don't care on the Tailgate show, but I love to play that clip, and every time I just watch that big red strike pop up. Negaval, been a member for 25 months. He wants to hear the Kentucky Sucks clip. Love that. When we played it on the intro, we'll play it on the outro as well, Negaval. Jeff for 10 says, gonna beat Georgia. Everybody feeling good. Man, college football is wild right now. College football is wild. Backflip Spaghetti drops a 20 spot. That's an Orange Boy. When we get an Orange Boy, you know what we do. We roll up here and we play the clip.
Rocky Top!
Backflip Spaghetti says, what's up, Boogie and Vol fan? Okay, I predicted a slow start against the Hogs, and here we are 4 games later. No more. 68-0.
Dang.
I would say if it's 68-0, I would say Nico had his coming out party. I think we'll be celebrating 8.
I would think we'd be celebrating a late touchdown from Jake Merklinger. 68-0 is the score. But I'm here for it. I don't think anyone's going to be mad if that is the scenario.
All right, let's get this thing rolling. We'll get Bleed Orange in here. Brad's hanging out, just wants to show off his view down there.
Oh, I get it. I see how it is.
He's such a boomer. He's such a boomer. First of all, he doesn't know to turn his phone sideways. He's probably got an iPhone if I was guessing. And then this idiot also, it's dark mode, but Danny White said, let's make it a blackout. And this idiot goes down there in a white hoodie. His wife even has a black hat on, a black shirt on, and this moron down there with a white hoodie.
I mean, he wore overalls to the orange out too. Aren't those technically orange and white?
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to give the overalls a pass, though.
No, I'm not.
No pass?
No
All
pass.
right, Brad, you're cooked.
Anybody else pass. Brad's got to know better.
You know the thing is, though, when you're at a game, you can't hear what's going on in the show. Like, I'm sure you guys were talking when I was showing my belt at the game. I couldn't hear a word you were saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Well, unless you had headphones, oh, yeah, that's true. But I wasn't that prepared, man.
Brad just likes to show off that he's at the game. Bob's in the back room, but he's also dropping super chat. Says Tennessee 40, Kitties 12. Bleed Orange, how you feeling about this game? Does it make you nervous at all? Everybody is saying blowout. Everybody is saying blowout.
I'm not nervous at all. I think we're gonna shove them Kitties up. I just wish freaking old Gerald was in there playing so we can put him on his butt.
Are you surprised at all? I knew. We've been saying it
not
since
at all.
the summer.
He regretted it as soon as he said it. Then he's like, well, let me keep this going. They got something for him. And the team doesn't pay a whole lot of attention to that, but I'm sure that they all know what's been said, especially after he laughed after Campbell went down. And then the PFF grades come out. He had something to say. If you're going to talk all that smack, dude, come play.
Yeah.
And if it comes out that he wasn't all that injured, man, I mean, I don't know. I've been seeing on Facebook and all the other freaking social medias, Vol fans are tearing his butt up. And it is what it is. No, I feel great about this thing, man. We're Kentucky's daddy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all sell a shirt that says that.
Where can you get that Bleed Orange? Let's see if Bleed Orange knows where you can get that.
Bonfire.com. I can't remember the rest.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you the hack. I can give you the hack. All you do is you just click more in the description box, and you click on the link for Bonfire. That's.
It's real easy because you want the store for Talkin VAWLS. So bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Check this out. Watch this. Brad's gone. Foul Me comes in and says, I got better seats and I know how to use my phone. That's owning.
Yeah.
That's owning, Brad.
I'll be able to make it a game
hopefully where I
next
was.
year.
Have you ever been to a game, Bleed Orange?
Oh, heck yeah. I usually sit over in X5. My buddy that I was in the Marine Corps with, his family had X5 tickets. Actually, my first Tennessee game I ever went to was in 1990. It was a Kentucky game, 48-2. Got to go in the locker room, meet Johnny Majors,
Awesome.
Andy Kelly, and all those folks. And it's been since then. I mean, my dad, my dad's side of the family's from Morristown, and but yeah, I've been going to games for a long time. Now that I live in Texas, I don't get a chance to go as much as I'd like. But I think next time Coach Jay goes, I'm gonna have to go out there and meet him.
Yeah, that way you go for a victory. That's right.
For sure. I'll tell you though, the best game environment that I've been to was it 15 or 16? I don't know. When we played Oklahoma when they had Baker and we went into overtime, man. You want to talk about loud? Holy crap! And I was drunk. Like I had to close one eye to walk to get out of there. But it was bad. I mean, the whole place was shaking. It was insane. But yeah, no, man, I'm get back at it. I'm feeling good about this. I don't feel that they're going to try and do some trickery. They're going to try and do some things. I just hope we start fast like we have been and get in the end zone. Because both games, past two games, we've should have scored. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Green jacket, gold jacket is what it is. But I'm feeling great.
Yep.
Bob, how you feeling, brother? What is going on behind you? You look like you're in a horror movie. Bob, are you filming the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I'm in my own dark mode. I've got LED lights that does color, so I've got them set for orange. And I'm sitting here in my Colt member T-shirt and my Talkin VAWLS cap, and I'm ready to watch my Tennessee Vols just smoke these kitty cats.
You know what, Bob? We got a problem because I always roll with blue, and I can't roll with blue when we're about to play Kentucky. But I don't know how to work this stupid thing. How's that? Bob? Is that better? Does that look a little better in the background?
It's just my way of getting into the dark mode since I can't be at the game.
Well, I don't think I should have Kentucky blue in the background when we're about to play Kentucky. Dim Barnyard Builds for 2 says D-Samp clearing 1,000 yards and breaks the touchdown record. I like the sound of that. I think D-Samp's going to have a big day. I think he's going to have a field day today.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see Cam Selden get involved for the first time in a game a little bit this game. I know he got a couple touches against Alabama, but I still think that kid's got a lot of talent. I'd like to see us try to get him the ball in the air out of the backfield as well. That's something we saw in the spring game and we're supposed to get a lot of prior to his injury. And just a weapon we haven't really had at our disposal yet, but I'd love to see it.
Even if it's just a bubble screen or something.
Yep, absolutely.
Just something, or give him something in the flat.
Yeah, I think that I think old Matthews is going to break out tonight. I think he's going to have a good game. I do. I have a feeling.
Did you guys see where Hubs was saying that they're going to play Ethan Davis in the slot quite a bit?
No.
Yeah,
did anyone else catch that? Okay, you did. Okay. Yeah. I guess he played it. Well, he played slot in high school.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess he's had some really, really strong practices in the slot. So, I mean, that's a nightmare matchup for a star or something like that. You know what I mean? A safety. That's gonna see some trucking going on in the secondary if that's the case.
All it's going to take is one big play, and that the offense is just going to start lighting them up. That confidence will get built. Gone.
Yeah, I think if they score early, I think Kentucky's just looking. I think they're looking for an out. Terry Tipton for 2 says GBO. Appreciate you, Terry. Thank you for that support. Man, I just want to see. And I know it's Kentucky, and it won't mean anything. People will just say, "Oh, it was just Kentucky." I just want to see Nico connect, man. I want to see him connect on a couple of those big shots and get everybody rolling, get everybody clicking, give us some confidence. Mississippi State is garbage. Georgia's beatable. Right now, it looks like Florida's inside the 30 on the 29-yard line, down 7.
Yeah.
I would love nothing more than Florida to beat Georgia, and Georgia just to fall apart, man.
Heck
like,
yeah.
What'd they do? Go 3 years with losing 1 or 2 games, and now you got chance to go be 6-2. Who do they play next week?
Ole Miss.
Crap. Yeah,
Ole Miss. Ole Miss. So hey, make no mistake, I'll take all the losses you can hand Georgia because we hold that head to head with Alabama. If we did end up with 2 losses. So but look, Georgia's beatable, man. I think everyone sees it here. Everyone saw it against Kentucky. Hey, they're a good team. They have tons of depth, tons of solid athletes, all that, but they're beatable this season.
Yeah, they're a little bit down. Their confidence is down a little bit. I know they beat Texas, and they should have. There's several other teams in the SEC that's going to beat Texas this year, I think. Well, I can't remember what their schedule looks like, but there's blood in the waters, boys, and we're fixing to go eat.
Yep.
It's going to be a little talk, but game by game. But
I'm laughing right now because in the back room, somebody just popped in and it says Kevin Nash, but their camera and their microphone isn't connected, so I can't add them.
Oh no!
I'm just waiting for Diesel to come rolling onto the show. Big sexy come in and throw up a 2 sweet for us.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Dude, that would be the most epic moment in the history of Talkin VAWLS if the real Kevin Nash popped into the freaking fan call-in show. Will Dyer for 2 says Samson to New York. He is the reason we are 6-1. I mean, he should be. He should be in the Heisman conversation. Is he still? I mean, he's up there in the top 5 in rushing touchdowns. I know he's leading the conference before the bye week. He was leading the conference in rushing. I don't know if he is now.
So
he still is.
But go through it real quick. And I think he deserves to be there too. But if I just try for a second to take off my orange shade glasses, which is tough. What? So Miami's quarterback Ward, right?
Yeah.
Who else belongs there? The kid from Boise belongs there.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter will be there.
Look at his stats, though. What? He's got like 6 touchdowns and 2 picks.
He's winning it. He will win it. I fully expect him to win it.
Yeah, I mean it's already in writing and in stone. Travis Hunter's winning it.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest.
I
feel like Cam Ward might. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
He could.
You're probably right. You're probably right. You're probably right, though.
I'm going to try not to be too negative, but I mean, I think Samson, if he keeps on doing what he's doing and he breaks the touchdown record and he ends up with, he's going to be over 1,000 yards. But if he ends up with, say, 1,300 to 1,400 yards, that's going to should give him a ticket. That'd be great. But with our record and with the Heisman, I just don't see it. He could be the clear-cut favorite in the country, and we still won't get it. There's my Tom coming out for the evening. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with you. We've had Johnny Majors got robbed of it. Of course, Peyton Manning, and I'm sure those are not the only 2 that we've had robbed, but those are 2 biggest ones that were true blue robberies.
They were robberies
because Charles Woodson just did not make it in the NFL like Peyton did. So that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
But Peyton looked at like it, and then Peyton just looked at like, who cares about the Heisman? As long as my balls win, that's all he cared.
Oh, for sure. And that's all we want.
He says, it hurts him when he sees the Colts lose, and he feels pain when the Broncos lose, but it really hurts his soul when the Tennessee Volunteers lose.
Wait,
that's a VFL play.
Bob, is this what you want to hear?
I mean, Peyton Manning said it best year 1 when we got there. He looked at Coach Heupel and he goes, man, if the Colts lose, I'm all right. If the Broncos lose, I'm good. He goes, but if the Vols lose on Saturday, it hurts my soul. And there's a lot of other people. There's 103,000 people every Saturday who will say the same thing, and there's probably 1 million more watching at home. So it's important here, and those guys feel that.
Amen.
There you go, Bob. Sometimes I'm good at my job, Bob. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes on a Friday morning, I start playing 80s love songs and talk about people in the chat. I mean, you never know what's going to happen around here. Big Trey
As long
says,
as they ain't for me, I hope.
hey, wait, were you weren't in the chat Friday morning, were you? You usually don't watch the morning shows. Yeah, we got love in the air, man. We got couples. We got people hooking up in the chat. It's crazy. I don't know what is going on around here.
I catch them. I just don't catch them live because I'm working. But I watch every show, Boogie. Every show.
He's got to put that work in to get that early out of prison.
That's right. It's not actually work. He's on work release.
There you go.
They come pick him up in the van and take him out to build decks. That's what he does. Big Trey says 300 plus on the tailgate for Kentucky. I'm here for it, Boogie. Smash the thumbs up. Y'all remember to smash the thumbs up. We would appreciate that. Let me catch up with some of you guys dropping super chats. Chase for 2 says, let's freaking go. GBO, we appreciate that. Coach Rice for 2. How about this guy? I messaged him on Facebook and I said, hey, we didn't even talk about if you were coming on for the tailgate show or not, but here's the link if you want to come on. Oh, I'm smoking meat and ribs and I'm having some fun. I see how it is. I appreciate that, Coach Rice. Enjoy. But he says 11-1. Georgia is getting exposed. Brody Bailey for 5 says, how do you say that name? I don't even know.
Giante
was in the SEC. Do you all think he would be putting up those numbers? If DeSant played for Boise State, what would it look like? No, of course not. He's still a stud running back, though.
In fairness to him, and I'm not saying Oregon has this like, Tennessee, Georgia defense or anything, but it's still a very serviceable, good defense. He murdered them, man. They could not tackle him on the first contact. He was running through multiple tacklers. He looked good, very, very good in that order.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he had 25 carries. I was looking to see who all they had played. 25 carries for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that'll get it done.
Yeah. But then you play Georgia Southern and you put up 267. I don't even know who in the world. Portland State, you had 127. Washington State, 259. Who the heck is this? Utah State, 186. Hawaii, 217. UNLV, 128. San Diego State, 149. He's still a really good running back, putting up ridiculous PlayStation numbers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't see us having any problems tonight. My only concern, and all last year, we was all talking about we need a better secondary. We need a better secondary. We need a better secondary. Now our defense is playing lights out, and it's our O-line, which is the same O-line we had last year, minus a couple of people, and we can't get anything going on that offensive line. That's where I want to see the improvement tonight. If we see the improvement on that offense, I know it's coming up. But if we take a step forward today, like I think we will, we're going to smoke.
What's up, Landon? How you feeling tonight, brother? Are you full of confidence like the rest of us, or does that confidence make you concerned?
I'm confident on this one. Kentucky, they're really banged up on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense is very stale. They can't ever get anything going. I don't think they've scored more than 20 points on SEC opponents. I think tonight's the night we actually get it figured out, and I think we'll beat them at 42-17, honestly.
Like, I kept struggling with my prediction because their offense is awful. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I was like 13. I think I was around 13 at one point. And I'm like, I don't. You think they can score 17 against this defense?
Nope.
Not without help. Not without,
I just turned the whole panel against you, Landon. I'm sorry.
Fumble. Not without some fumbles or
good job,
what I mean?
Boogie, good job.
Yeah, the offense shooting themselves.
I was asking him to respond to his pick, and then all three of you clowns, absolutely not. There's no way.
I think if they get to 17, it'll be garbage. It'll be a garbage time touchdown. I think when we have some secondary guys in, they'll get something fluky, and they'll just get one in on us. But not against. I don't think they'll score 17 against our starters. No, not at all.
Well, here's a question I've got. I've got this one question. Do you think that it being Kentucky at home at night, do you really think that no matter what our score is, that we're actually going to go to garbage time and start handing it down? Or will we start Do you think that we are going to run up the score to help us later in the CFP rankings?
I don't know. That's an interesting question.
If given the opportunity, I think we will.
Yeah,
not only
that, like, you know, let's just say all greatness happens. We come out of the gates firing. You know, Nico's on fire, offense is on fire, running the ball well, everything's clicking. I don't see him, you know, saying, "Oh, let's pull Nico." It's like I think they realize now he needs to grow, he needs to play, he needs to keep that hot streak going. So I would think they'd keep him in even if the perfect scenario happens.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him maybe getting Merklinger in there fourth quarter some if we're up by five touchdowns, and there's no jeopardy of them coming back. I could see them probably trying to get them some play just to kind of get them a little bit of SEC experience. But I agree with you, though, for the most part, Coach Jay.
Yeah.
Another night game. Yeah, Luke, I had to deal with another night game tonight and also next week. And then, you know, the next one's going to be at night too. They're going to play Georgia at night. It's just
4:45 is not that bad.
Shut up, Coach Jay. At least the time changes, though, right? At least the time changes. Paul Lindsay for another 10. We appreciate you, Paul. We need to lay 60 plus on our little or boy Ken. Since old missile school ran up the hogs today, spank our little boy Ken. Is he abbreviating because the super? I bet he didn't have enough characters.
Yeah.
I bet that's why. I was like, why is he abbreviating? Thank you, Paul. We appreciate the super chat. Let's get the man, the myth, the legend, Ron, the Don. What's going on, brother?
Man, ain't nothing happening. Just another happy Saturday. Ready to get a little ball action in because I'm ready. I got my Nico on. That's right. I'm ready for Nico.
So do I, man. So do I. We're repping the 8, bro. Repping the 8.
Looking sharp.
You know, I didn't get a single insult. Coach Jay, every show, somebody yells at him and says, "Hey, Boogie, teach that California boy how to put a bend in his hat." I told Coach Jay, I'm like, I'm bringing it all out. I'm bringing all the 8 out tonight, and Nico's going to ball out, and I'm going to claim that credit for myself. And not one person has made fun of my bill.
You know what? Like I told you, Boogie, when I was visiting, I ran across 2 or 3 hats in Knoxville that I loved, and I wear bended billed hats. But I saw them, and I was like, I can't buy this hat. I got to keep pissing the chat off and making them angry because I flat bill hat. Like that would ruin the gimmick, man. That would ruin the gimmick.
And I told him, I said, why do you think I roll on the show with an App State hat all the time? If people weren't complaining about it, I wouldn't do it. I changed the intro once. Instead of saying, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network, I say, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the and people lost their minds. I'm like, I'm going to keep doing this and just keep trolling the chat. Y'all troll me,
I'm one of
I
them.
troll you.
Yeah,
it's the first time I talked to you since you did that, and I was going to say something. I decided not to.
I dig it. It brings character to the channel. To keep on,
dude. Everybody that's a part of this channel and is not like a legitimate, not a troll, but just an idiot, I guess. Like I'm here for it, man. You don't think Brad trolls me all the time? Like Brad troll, especially you Tuesday night guys. Y'all troll me all the time, and I'm here for it. But when I can troll back, I'm gonna troll back.
Yeah, Georgia just probably sealed it with a late interception. Now they're getting ready to go up 2 scores. Also, undefeated Iowa State just lost to Texas Tech. So another possible playoff team eliminated from the picture.
Penn State lost, but do you think who else lost? Penn State lost. That's in front of Tennessee. Who else plays? Somebody else plays. I guess I was thinking maybe Georgia could possibly lose this game when I was looking at it.
Yeah. Miami played, but they rolled Duke. And that was looking close there for a second.
Yeah, it was close at half, right? Didn't Duke have like a 3-point lead at half?
Yeah, it's 21-17, yeah. Okay, I'm not supposed to know all these things because I'm at work, but hey, boss man, if you're watching, love you. He's a Tennessee fan anyway, so.
But you can't get in trouble. It's like going to the liquor store and getting your bourbon and looking over and seeing your pastor. What's he gonna do? Fuss at me? What are you doing here? I don't know, man. What are you doing here? Like,
I mean, technically, I'm on the clock, but
Oh, and he's not. Yeah, that's a problem. Bleed orange. That's a problem.
Well, he's salary. I'm not. But at the
now
same
that's
time,
like your pastor being at the gas station beside the liquor store and looking over and seeing. That's a different story. That's a different story.
Hey, I'm not breaking a tradition. I got to be on here, and I got to be on the post game, and I got to be on the freaking call tomorrow. Every week I've been doing that, whether I'm working or not.
Yeah.
So
let's go. Let's go. Look at Bob. Like, Bob's the last person that I expected to have LEDs changing color in his background. Like, what are we doing, Bob?
Got that written.
I don't know. It's not changing color on my end.
I think it's the TV changing color.
No, he's in charge of the parties there in his cell block. That's what's going on.
Yeah, we're raving, right? We're raving down here.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Little skin hooch going on.
I'm digging your vibes over there, Ron the Don. I'm digging your vibes. You got the darkness in the background.
Hey.
Looking sexy, man.
He looks like he's sitting in a throne.
I got the rocket. I got the roll. Now, Boogie got on the smoky gray. I don't care what no one says. You cannot hate on the smoky gray. I like dark mode, but the smoky gray is one of the toughest outfits you can wear for Tennessee. I love that smoky gray.
And I love this one because I loved when Ainge and Schaefer, their freshman year, when they did the Condrich Holloway throwbacks, I loved those. They were white with the orange tops. And so when they rolled these out for smoky gray, I'm like, I got to get a Joe. I almost bought Joe Milton. And then I was like, I can't spend $200, whatever they cost, $200 on a joke. I can't do that. I was like, I got to rip the Nico jersey. And then my wife talked me out of it. And I got home and I was pissed. So I got online and ordered it. I almost bought it.
I'm hoping no smoky grays at home.
I saw a Milton jersey at the. Yeah. I saw a Milton jersey at the Alabama game. So they're out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody can guess what jersey I got, but I'll go ahead and help you out. I got a little man Stewart. That's my favorite all-time player.
Oh, that's awesome,
dude! I love that guy as well. He was the man.
I always think about him jumping over the top on the goal line, jumping over the top, man. That's what I think of when I hear little man Stewart. We got 312 people watching live. Appreciate you guys hanging out. The link is out for Talkin VAWLS Golden Hire. You want to jump on? You want to hang out? You want to talk? The link is out there. Go grab it. Jump on here. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to join us live immediately following the game, post-game show. Me, Coach Jay, good old Nate Pruitt, and Dustin will be in the house tonight for the post-game show. Ron the Don, are you nervous at all, or are you just like balls by 50 tonight? Balls by 50.
I don't know. I'm about to get a big orange chubby going on here. Let me tell you something. Do you realize Kentucky is not at the bottom of the barrel? They're not even in the scrapings. We can beat Kentucky and line ourselves up to take on this weak, sorry, you know what, Georgia team that's playing today. We can win out and run the tables on this thing. I'm excited, man. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm here for it all. But just look, man. But anyways, it's gonna be the Nico show tonight. I want to bury it. It's gonna be the Nico show tonight. He's gonna come out. He's gonna do his thing. And if he don't do his thing, Kentucky is playing so sorry. Oh my God, they ain't even got an apology ready. They're all
love it, Ron. I love it.
What in the world did
a little bit, kind of kick it back a little bit? I know. Only gonna keep me calm is a little bit of booze. So we got booze, we ain't gonna lose. But hey, we gotta go out here and play. We're gonna enjoy the night, have a great time. Boogie probably be up till 12 o'clock midnight, chatting.
Later than that, we probably won't even go live till midnight.
Till 2 in the morning. This is the best time for us Tennessee fans to be here to enjoy the experience. Get on here, chat with your friends, kick back, and enjoy the wins we're gonna have. It may be a little bit of a challenge coming up, but that Georgia game, oh yeah, that Georgia game is gonna be right for the picking. I'm ready to pluck it and bite it, and we're gonna eat it all the way to victory. I'm talking 11-1, y'all, for the season. Let's go.
I wonder if people will still complain about Nico if Tennessee's 11-1.
Our fan base, as much as I hate to say this, there are some in our fan base that will.
Yep.
They look past all the things that people comment, all the things that people say. There's a lot of things that happened in the past 4 years that have not happened in 20 or 30 years. And even beyond that. You know what I mean? Let's be happy. Let's cherish this, just like you say every week.
That's just like if Nico come out in the Georgia game and passed for 7 touchdowns, threw for 375 yards, and ran for another 3 touchdowns, they say, well, Nico just couldn't play no ball today. They would complain.
Oh, yeah. Did y'all see where I can't remember who it was. Somebody tweeted something or posted something about Nico and his daddy stepped in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was
Yep.
bad.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
bad.
And it was a former ball too.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah.
It was a former ball that said it.
Well,
Yeah.
there goes. That makes my statement true. What
So
I just
if
said a minute
former
ago.
Vols are DMing players during the game and saying crap like that, what is just the regular dude sending? I can't believe he saw it. I honestly can't believe he read it. It's kind of what I don't know.
Well, he
so
was
many messages.
Nico was hashtagged into it, so Nico's daddy saw it.
I thought it was a DM. I thought
Yeah, I
he
thought it was a
DM'd
DM
Oh,
too.
no, that was a private message. Yes, right.
Yeah. So Nico had to have pulled it up somehow and seen it.
I mean, maybe it's because I've done coaching, but I'll tell you what. I feel like a lot of parents would be upset about their kids playing for a coach doing crap like that. I know out here they certainly would be. So I wonder how that was received. But yeah, just a bad look all around.
That's what I love about Nico's dad responding. He's like, maybe you need to worry about your high school football team that sucks right now. Let me catch up. Coach Rice for 5 says Nebraska cost him $154,000 if Tennessee covers and A&M and Iowa win. Now, he later put in the chat, it was a 24-leg parlay that he bet on, and Nebraska could cost him $154,000.
That's a big parlay, Coach Rice. The biggest parlay I've ever hit is an 8-team, and that felt like it was impossible. So that's a big parlay, buddy.
Alex Gibson for 2 says, look like Ron has a roast turkey behind him. GBO. How do you know he doesn't? Look, it does look like a roast turkey.
I did.
Power T, bro. It's a power T.
I wish I did.
Roy Gibson for a member for 8 months. We appreciate you. Roy says people complaining about every game actually being competitive and actually having a chance to win. Yeah, I know. It's just because it doesn't look the way we thought, right? That's what had some people. I think most people got over it after the Bama game. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't. But the Bama postgame show felt way different than the Florida postgame show as far as like the overall mentality of the chat. But
that's what
it's because we're leaning on defense, and Nico's not going out there throwing for 300 yards. Go ahead, Bob.
But that's the price we pay for coming out with the first 3 games, just stuffing it to everybody, like we did. 65 or 63, then 51, and 71 or 73 or whatever it was.
Yep.
You come out the game just whooping up on people like that. People think, hey, we're going to keep doing this, and then when you get into the real competition and you hit those roadblocks, then they get deflated. It's almost like you stuck a pin in it and popped it.
I feel you, but it really concerns me when there's a lot of stuff floating around. And I don't know, a lot of times these kids don't look at that stuff, but I mean, look at how many recruits we may have lost because of some of the dumb crap that's been said about people and this and that. I mean, heck, we got a coach fired before he was even hired, and I agree with what they did with that. But I mean, all the negativity. I mean, heck, the kids played 7 games, 8. I think everything we've said about Nico is going to come to fruition, and I'm going to tell all those folks they need to eat crow.
Yep. Eat with a spoon.
He's one of ours, man. That's our quarterback. That's our quarterback. Like,
yeah, if we come back with the SEC championship and a natty this year, yeah, I mean, we got a lot of games to play. But if we were to do that, how many of those people who are complaining now go sitting there saying, "I knew it the whole year. I knew it the whole year"? I mean,
a lot.
Don't make me pull a TO Boogie and start crying. That's my quarterback.
but hey, fellas, listen to this time. In 2022, we had the high-powered offense and a lackluster defense. Now it's flipped. Do you feel more confident now with the high-powered defense and just the run-in-the-mill offense? Because I think the defense travels. The defense want to get off, and actually, truth be told, the defense hasn't done all they can do. James Patterson still what 8 sacks? He should be about 15 to 16 right about now. The defense can explode as well. How tough are you with that?
I feel better about it this year, and I'll tell you why too. Because kind of like what we've been talking about, Boogie with Pancakes Bacon, and a lot of people are is in 22. I think the defense had a lid of how good it can be, right? With all the issues it had. Right now, I realize the offensive line's older, but besides that, this is a young offense who's figuring things out. 22 was a seniored out offense, right? So I think this offense can continue to grow and continue to get better. So there's still so much room for this team to grow on the back half of this season. I don't know if all of you recall it, but it was Tyler Bray who came in late his freshman year, struggled early throughout the season, and then the last 4 games took off, like completely took off. So you can grow as a freshman. You can get better the more you start to play throughout the schedule. I think this offense gives this team a higher ceiling ultimately with their ability to grow if they can do so.
The defense in 22 was bad. It was bad. It wasn't a good defense.
Yeah,
this offense is a good offense. They're just not clicking. And that's why Josh Heupel is so dang frustrated. And then on top of all that, Coach Jay saying, the 22 offense was a senior offense. This defense that we're talking about how great they are and saying that it travels and that it's a national championship defense and they can play with anybody, boys, they're young. Outside of a few starters on that defensive line, and then we could talk about the depth. You got a lot of talent on that defensive line that still has some years under their belt. So that defense going to be here for a while. Go ahead, Bob.
Here's the thing. Everybody's complaining about our offense, and I've even said it. Our offensive line is not there. And we've just said that they're young. We have a lot of young guys. And if you not notice and watch through the games, if you're not watching the players rolling in and out, we have the older, more senior starting lineup, and then we rotate in these young guys who we're losing a little bit right now, but still our defense wins championships. I don't care what anybody tells you.
Yeah.
Your defense is what wins championships. Every championship team you've ever seen has had an outstanding defense. Our offense right now, what Josh Heupel is doing is he's rotating these young guys out because how many of our offensive lines are going to be gone after this year of our starting lineup?
Yeah.
All of them.
All but Lance, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Lance. He's got one more year.
Yeah, Lance.
He's got one more year. Yeah, he's got one more year. Everybody else is gone. So he's rotating all the young guys in, the freshmen and sophomores, bringing them in, getting them some valuable playing time right now while we got a strong defense that will win championships. No one has scored more than 20 points on us this year.
And that hasn't happened since when? There's only 4 teams to do it since some. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and all of the SEC, right? Like it was some ridiculous stat that I heard too.
Boogie, you just said earlier, I believe it was you that said it, Kentucky has not scored 20 points on anybody this year. So what does that tell us? That they're not getting anywhere near 20 points.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see them getting there.
Not against our defense.
No.
We got the number 1 defense in the SEC.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd have to really crap the bed for that to happen. That's not going to happen. So, yeah. I agree with you. I think we hold them just fine today. Just need to get this offense humming. That's all.
It will. It will.
It's time for a judo chop to the throat and a roundhouse to the jugular. It's time for Tennessee to handle the business. But I'm just telling y'all, man, when you see how Georgia has played today, I'm feeling all kinds of good. Georgia is on the struggle bus.
Yeah,
on the struggle bus. If they can't whoop up on Florida, but then again, Florida could be playing better. But Georgia is on the struggle bus with a man holding the sign. Come on, get on. Take the seat to the back. But besides all that, just think how much of an opportunity we have now to run the table.
Oh, yeah.
All the top teams seem to lose, we can run the table.
For sure. Boogie, one of these times, I don't know if you got a way of taking a picture of Bob, but when he leans in like that with that big old cigarette in his mouth, you need to make a sticker of that.
Somebody going Bob. Maybe we need a Bob. We need a Bob emoji with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. That's hilarious. College football is wild though right now, Ron. The Don, like Georgia's struggling right now against Florida, but then they beat the number 1 team in the country at the time in Texas. But then you go back to a Kentucky team that has lost 3 games in a row and is just awful. And Kentucky almost beat Georgia. It's like this college football year has been wild, man. And I've said it. I don't know if I've really talked about it much on here. I talked about it on Locked On Balls with Kaner. Like, I thought the 12-team playoff was going to devalue the regular season. This has been one of the most fun seasons I've seen in the SEC in a long time. Nobody's dominant. Nobody's pulling away. But it's still, you can lose once, twice, and still have a shot at that college football playoff, get hot at the right time. I thought it would devalue the regular season. But on the flip side of that, I think NIL and the portal have kind of balanced out some of that too.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more parity. I mean, you see, like you said, you have Alabama beat Georgia, and then Alabama turns right around and loses to Vanderbilt. But then they lose to us as well. We beat Alabama but lost to Arkansas. There's a lot of things just bouncing around. It's because of that parity. It's just that they're having the right players at the right positions to capitalize against that team. It's about putting the right pieces in the right place against the right pieces on the other side, and that's when you come out with a winner.
Oh yeah. Did anybody see that? Since he said we was talking about Vandy, did anybody see if our little brother beat Auburn today?
I think they did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
That Pavia beat Hugh Freeze when he was at Liberty. Beat Hugh Freeze when he was at New Mexico State, and then beat Hugh Freeze today.
Wow.
Tragedy. But really, though, when you look at it, what team is really, really outstanding? Heck, if Alabama beat Georgia and Georgia beat Texas, who is really, Oregon, okay, who is really, really outstanding, especially from the SEC? I'm telling you right now, man, we have the team. We can do this. We can turn all those announcers and all the sports committee on their left ears, because we can do this, and they can't root for Alabama. They can't put Georgia where they want to put them, because a loss is a loss is a loss. Whether it be by one or be by a million. We beat these clowns with no noses. We'll be right where we need to be, where we should be.
Yep. Does Ole Miss play Texas this year? I can't remember if they do or not.
I don't think so. I think they play Georgia next week.
Yeah,
I was hoping they played because they'll beat Texas.
Texas, Texas A&M.
Georgia. Let's see. Texas beat A&M. Georgia beat Texas. Alabama beat Georgia. We beat Alabama. Odds are we're going to beat Georgia. If it keeps going in that general vicinity, if that's the case, who should be at the number one in the SEC at that point?
Well, you go beat Georgia. You're going to the SEC championship.
It depends if A&M loses, right?
And you should be going to the college football playoff. I just wonder, you go to the SEC championship game and you lose, and that gives you your second loss. Are they going to try to force you out of the college football playoff at that point?
No.
It should be automatic.
I think they have already started saying that whoever loses the SEC championship is going to be in, unless it's like a 2-loss already. But even then, I've seen different analysts say that whoever loses, I hope when we go 11-1, we see Texas in the SEC championship and we just dominate the fake UT. I mean, I just want to wreak havoc on those. I'm gonna start saying.
Man, that would be a fun. Tennessee and Texas in the SEC championship game. That'd be a fun.
That'd be a fun game.
That'd be fun. Shout out to Wes in the chat for becoming a member of the channel. We appreciate that. You guys can hit the join button. It's $1. That's it. It's $1. If you don't have a Power T beside your name, you can fix that. Hit the join button. Or for those lazy folk like Coach Jay that don't want to remember things, it's always in the description. There's always a link for everything in the description. Twitter handles, merchandise, how to join the channel. It is all down there in the description. Shout out, Wes. We appreciate you. Let's see. Got a couple of minutes left here. Who are we going to be talking about? Let's just go around, everybody chime in on this. Who are we going to be talking about after tonight's game? Bob, you go first.
Will Brooks.
What the heck? I felt personally attacked.
Yeah, get Boogie.
Will Brooks is going to get him another INT for pick sixes tonight.
Should I just go ahead and buy a Will Brooks jersey? I feel like that's probably what needs to happen right now.
I just feel it. He's going to get him a pick six. And it'll be for more than 20 yards.
Ron the Don, who are we going to be talking about, and why is it not Will Brooks?
I think Miko's going to actually get off. And what's going to be the surprise will be Mike Matthews. Mike Matthews will get in the game, and Nico probably going to hit him for, I would say, a 70-yarder. A 70-yarder. Down the sideline. I want to see that. And if we get to that point, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
We got checkerboard overalls. Hopefully he's not showing up for dark mode or an orange out. But checkerboard overalls. Who do you think? First of all, I think is this your first time ever coming on a fan calling show?
It's my first time coming on. I've been I've had a couple different usernames. I've been too lazy to like switch over all the emails and stuff. But yes, I've been following you guys for a long time. It's my first time on the show.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you jumping on with us. Who do you think we're going to be talking about after tonight's win? We're just going to call it a win over Kentucky.
I think Nico's going to do really well. I think Heupel's seen some success. I think he's been listening to the Talkin VAWLS network. I think he's going to be having Nico have some design runs, and we're going to see some success there. And he's going to hit, a couple of those big plays we've been missing the past few games.
I like it, man. I like it. Bleed Orange, who are we going to be talking about?
I've already said it once, but Mike Matthews and I think Jacoby Thomas gets a pick six.
What, is Squirrel White?
Game.
I don't know why. One of y'all said something that made me think this earlier. Oh, when Coach Jay mentioned Ethan Davis being in the slot, is Squirrel White? Is he not playing tonight? Do we know? Have they?
He's on a pitch count.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on like a 18, 17 play pitch count or something.
I'll tell you what, he goes out there and can't get his hands over his head to catch a football. He needs to be on the bench. Enough's enough.
Yep.
And again, I love Squirrel White and I love his toughness. I do. But if you're hurting your team because you're too injured, are you hurt, Coach Jay, or are you injured? If you're injured, you need to go sit down on the bench. If you're hurt, well, you can still play and we'll be fine. SP Weasel for 2 says GBO, Deshaun Bishop, big game. I hope so. I want to see Deshaun Bishop, or I know Coach Jay mentioned Cam Selden. They need to give Dylan Sampson some time to rest and recover and stay healthy for the stretch. We need that guy healthy. Cameron Ferguson becomes a member of the channel. Thank you, Cameron. We appreciate that. Caveman Boy for 2. Will Brooks will have the game of his life.
He has already.
If Will Brooks has 2 interceptions tonight, I got to make it crazy. 2 interceptions. If he has 2 interceptions, I'll buy a Will Brooks jersey, like a legit Will Brooks jersey. Dan Yoder for 10 says, let's go Vols. Shout out, Dan. We appreciate that generous super chat. Landon's been a member for 27 months. Says, give me Nico for 350 and 3 touchdowns. I like that. We'll be celebrating that. Dude, if Nico does that tonight, the Vols, we're going to roll right through Mississippi State. Then we'll go beat Georgia. Book it. Knoxville Day VFL becomes a member of the channel. Boogie, why do you talk about memberships? Why do you talk about money? All I did was mention it once, and we picked up 3 new memberships. That's how you do business. I'm sorry, all you people that hate me for talking about the Talkin VAWLS Network and how to support the channel. We appreciate you, Knoxville Dave. Coach Jay, who are we going to be talking about?
It's got to be Nico, right, with everything that's been going on. I think no matter what happens tonight, we'll kind of be talking about him. I kind of mentioned in the pregame thing, and I think it's true. I think the run game needs to get going early. I think Kentucky's going to drop 8 people back, so we need to dink and dunk at the beginning. And as soon as they do finally creep up, and I believe they will, we need to make them pay. We need to hit that ball over the top at that point. And we can do that. The lid will come off this place pretty quickly.
We are going to be celebrating Nico after this game. I think this is the game. He's going to go out, ball out. I think the confidence we saw him start to get. I like what Checkerboard overall said about them continuing to get him moving, man. Get him moving. Set him up. Make him comfortable. And then let him go out there and rip it, man. Have that confidence. But Checkerboard overalls, I'm going to get you to send us out of here because everybody else, we've been on here all together for about an hour. Where's your confidence at with this game, and how do you see it playing out? Maybe even throw a score prediction in there if you want.
Man, truthfully, my confidence level for this game is at an 11. It really is. I think Kentucky, where they've been struggling and how our defense have been playing, it's a matchup made for us to win. So I think this game, it's definitely at an 11. I'm hoping we can carry that momentum into Mississippi State and then to Georgia. I personally have not seen the Florida Georgia score after the first quarter, but I liked what I saw at the first quarter. So I'm really hoping we can keep that momentum and carry it all the way in. That said, from a score prediction, man, I'm leaning like 42-10. That's where I'm at.
We can't wrap the show. We're 20 seconds away from wrapping the show, and Nate comes in, and Ron the Don is turning in. He's got his bits rolling. What are we doing, Ron the Don? Are you rocking the kitty to sleep?
Man, I'm trying to get this kid to sleep. But who baby is this? I know who your daddy is. Your daddy's Tennessee.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. Get out of here. Get my baby.
Ron the Don. Nate, give us tell us who you think we're gonna be talking about after the game. Give us your score prediction, and we're gonna wrap this thing up, and we'll good old Nate Pruitt's gonna be with us post game show.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna be talking about Nico. I think we're gonna. I kind of agree with what you said earlier. I was cooking out there. I couldn't come to it earlier, but you were talking about the breakout game. I think he's already had his breakout game, but I believe this game is going to solidify a lot of the doubt and a lot of the haters that for some reason have come out of the woodwork or come out of the hills, whatever you want to call it. And, Nico's not the man. No, Nico's the guy. And you'll see it tonight. I hope. I pray, but I believe it's going to go the way we expect it to go. And, man, we're going to stomp Kentucky.
Quick, can I
go ahead? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So I know you're trying to put a bow on it, but I need to give D-Samp his flowers. I feel like this game, he has 2 tutties. He's the man.
He's breaking that record tonight.
He's the man.
Breaking that record tonight. I love it.
I thought he was already tied. Tied.
No. What does he need? 1 to tie and 1 to break, or 2 to tie?
1 to tie, 2 to break.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I want to step out and say that Nico might have more rushing touchdowns than Samson, though.
Dude, if Nico has more rushing touchdowns than Samson or not, then our offense is firing because our offense is doing what it's supposed to do, and they're running Nico. Like, sign me up for that. Will Dyer for 5 says Nico 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, 45-0 Vols. That's how we're going to end this thing. I love these fan call-in shows. You guys make it so much fun. Look, we can all argue and bicker and pick at each other and have different opinions, but as the name says over there, we all bleed orange. So for Coach Jay, for Bleed Orange, for Bob, for good old Nate Pruitt, for Checkerboard Overalls, for Ron the Don, my name's Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network.
Go Vols.
Mark Stoops is 2-9 against his team, and to walk around this place before the game, I was disgusted. The smugness of those guys just walking around like, we're going to walk in here, we're going to kick your ass, and you can't do anything about it. And it made me sick. And you know what? They did it. They still did it. What the hell? Can we just beat this team? I know that Mark Stoops has done a lot of good things. This is his one really bad thing. The stupid stat about beating teams with a winning record and taking the next step and blah, blah. Just freaking beat Tennessee. Please, can we just stop losing to this stupid team with a stupid orange color?